Yes, I dated the Golden Bachelor, but I dated him before he became the Golden Bachelor, and I'll let you know why we broke up. I'm not going to tell you which Golden Bachelor, but I think it'll be pretty easy to figure out. So we were dating, and it came the time to where we were thinking about going to bed together. And one of my greatest fears is ending up that I'm 70 years old and I suddenly get an STD. So I always volunteer to get an STD test before I'm with someone, and I ask that they do too. And I've never had anyone turn me down on that. And the Golden Bachelor said yes, he'd be happy to do that. And then I'm driving along in my car one day, and I get a call from him, and he's at the doctor's office, and he says, I'm here, I'm going to get the STD test. He said, do you want me to get the HIV test? And I could tell he didn't want to take it. And I said, no, that's okay. And then quickly I was like, no, yeah, you're there. Why not? Why not get the HIV test? I got the HIV test. And then there was a change of tone, and he didn't want to get the HIV test. And I said, well, it's just that I've had friends die of STDs, and I've had friends die particularly from AIDS, and it would just do my heart good if you could just get that test, and then we don't have to worry about it. And then he was like, but I'm not gay. And I'm like, yeah, I know that, but that doesn't have anything to do with getting the HIV test. And he's like, no, only gay people get HIV. And I was like, no. A straight man can get it, a straight woman can get it. You don't know who your previous partners were or what activities they had, or if somebody was a drug user. There's many ways to get STDs and then have it passed down to you. And he ended up getting very, very mad at me for calling him gay. And then I'm taken aback because, first of all, if I call you gay, it's a compliment. And to think that he would be insulted by being called gay offended me and all my gay-friendly nature. And then also now he's not wanting to take all of the STD test. And we ended up butting heads on that and broke up over it and never saw each other again. I did get a card from him, a holiday card, right before his season of the Golden Bachelor started up. But that's all I ever heard of him since. And that's my history with the Golden Bachelor. Did I make the right decision?